It generally helps if I have the mic actually plugged in, doesn't it? Alright. Hello. So, I've got the holds board open on the browser off stream. I'm trying to determine which of these I haven't played in order to play them for this. As far as I can tell, I'm pretty sure... I don't know for sure if I played the Arky's Revenge compilation on stream, but I know that I've played nearly all of the... I've certainly tried every room, at the very least. So I don't feel too much like going through that. I did watch the blind race, so I wouldn't be going into the blind race number 6 hold totally blind, but maybe I'll start with that. And then I know that I haven't tried Escort Mission, so we're playing catch up at least at first, after which we can go back to, I think it was Roachfest that we left off at. Yeah, right below Riddle of the Bar. So that's the plan. So, track select. On your mark, get set, go, goo. Goo. Alright, Atrophied Shore by Pygmy Wubba. Insert long string of text that no one will read because they have to go fast here. Okay. Make sure the blue door is down, it says. Alright. So this is just a trapdoors. I'm wondering already what the trick is. Is one of these secretly a broken wall? Yeah, it doesn't look like it should be very hard.
Cholesterol was down, liver function and all that, lab result. Cholesterol was down.
Oh, yeah. We don't like symmetry. There we go.
Yeah, it's supposed to be down 40 hours.
Okay, here we have lemmings in a race hold. Interesting. Are these the ones that just bounce eternally in the same two directions? No, okay. So what am I goal here? Why is there a disarm token way up there? I guess we're supposed to do, I don't know, this? Okay. So if you do that, he disarms you. And I guess I need one of these guys to be here to help me not get hit by the Elmtwitch. So ideally I would want yeah, that's it. That's all I need, right? Why are there two? Oh. Oh, I forgot somebody. Hold on. Yeah, I need this guy to go a little farther than that.
Okay. Anyway, I'm just glad to hear that you get good results.
Hmm. I don't see how that's doable. Huh. There's nowhere to bonk him off of over to the right of here. So this is the farthest right that I can hit him. I guess I'm supposed to somehow set up the other guy, which doesn't really seem feasible, but let's see. Now he's just going to spin forever. Actually, that could be okay, because I really don't need anything except a wall over to my right, do I? So just let him spin forever if he wants to. I can go kill him later. And get plenty of time. Yeah, okay. Not too complicated. There's shallow water here that looks like it leads somewhere. Yep. I see a gel baby and a nest. What does this do? Why do I care about that? Well, I'm going to assume, because I don't have anything else to go on, that I'm supposed to want the gel baby on that button, even though I have no idea how that's supposed to help. There's a lot of like this weird crescent island going all the way around. And yes, I noticed that it does that. I just don't know how that's useful. I'm more just describing my thought process than doing any sort of complaining or anything. I'm saying I don't really know that the button is useful for a reason. I just know that the logic of the room is pointing me toward doing that. Let's do this. That'll work. I don't know why I did all that, but... this is probably closer to what I want. Is there not a way east from there? Alright. I'd really like to just keep moving eastward, but it doesn't seem to be a possibility. So now I need some way to pull that guy to the east. Which this doesn't quite reach. And that's going to be a problem over there. I don't know how I can prevent this. That doesn't seem like a reasonable thing to try to do. There we go, I guess. There we go. Alright. There we go. A little weird. No real complaints though. Oh, I might have some complaints here. Do I just need to kill the rattlesnakes, or do I need to worry about that briar for some reason? I guess the briar is decorative? A little weird. Well, they didn't do that. In this case. Alright. Didn't it say there were 5 rooms? Or maybe I misremember. Because it looks like there's at least 6. Now what is this? What is this convoluted? I guess I'm just supposed to put the queens on the buttons. In which case, I don't know why. Well, I mean, to be fair, there's nothing wrong with making a complicated enforcement mechanism. I just don't know exactly why the enforcement mechanism is so complicated, if that makes any sense. It seems like a bad trap here is, for one, we can't have a queen running south of where I can get her to go somewhere. Already have a queen off where I can't get to her anymore. So we can't have that. Somehow or other I have to juggle all 4 of them so that they neither trap themselves somewhere I can't push them from, nor put a roach somewhere I can't use it. Put a roach onto one of the buttons, I mean. At least if I understand this correctly. Yeah, I don't know. Seems like I should be doing this, right? This room really wants you to hurry. So I guess what I did first was probably more right. Just stick this guy on there first so I don't have to worry about it. Except now that other queen is not well placed. I'm referring to the north one. And now I can't go east without going all the way to the south first, because otherwise a roach will go where I don't want it to. But I also can't go all the way to the south? I don't know. Like, I don't really know how I'm supposed to juggle the queens with also managing their spawns. I could probably do this if I had a lot, if, say, all of the water around here was shallow water instead, or if this was just doors or something, which queens I don't have to worry about on. Actually, do I care? Yeah, I guess the main problem is that when you open the door, you need the roach to die before you can leave. So it has to be a queen. I just don't see a good way to start this. Because everything just kind of instantly goes everywhere. Maybe that's better. Because at least I can push her up there. I can probably get her back out of there. Oh, but I can't get that one out. So I can't do whatever I did that made that happen. I guess leaving the queen there is an option. And then go deal with one of the ones in the south. Except it's not, because I can't have a roach coming from her to the button. So I guess I need to devote a bunch of time to doing this, because otherwise this queen is going to be in the wrong position and cause problems. But leaving her there is perfectly fine. However, I can't do this because this causes the queen south of here to go, and I can't have her going anywhere. So I must have done something wrong earlier. I don't know. This room is really convoluted. I guess if I run all the way east, then I have an option to maybe come around to that roach later. It seems kind of iffy, but maybe. Okay. 2 down, and none of the queens are trapped, I think. So that's good. Next, I need to push this one north. I mean south. I don't know why. I can't remember direction names. If I wait a little bit, this will be made easier. guess that's not... I'd like her to spawn right here, so... like that. Okay. I guess it's just the beginning of this room that's hard, because once you kind of have a handle on most of the queens, or half of them at least, then you realize that this queen is not possible to be pushed east. How far back was that? Because I know before I went up to the north, when I had half the queens, there was a point where I thought, okay, here. So I can't let that queen go where it wants to. I guess I could try to make it spawn into that hole west of it. Like, go here and spawn, so wait 5 turns. Maybe this will be okay. That's still kind of a problem. I'd prefer her to spawn just as she comes to the checkpoint, really. Or that. That might work. Okay. Now I can... oh. I don't know why I ran to the south when I didn't need to. Alright, now I can clear out this nonsense. Hopefully. I don't want to kill that guy, just this one. And then push the queen up to there. Basically do what I did before, but without a queen being trapped in the wrong position while I'm doing it. Those roaches to the south are going to be a problem. But if I stow this queen there, I think that's okay. Just let her be stuck against a roach. Now I can manage this one, hopefully. I need to force a spawn at some point. Do I have to bring this one all the way around? Maybe not. Sure looks like it might be easier though. Oh, I can't do that, no. How do I get this to go north? I don't know. Because no matter what, she's gonna go... like, I can't get close enough quickly enough to prevent her from going south that one tile there. Unless I do like this, but then she's still gonna go south here anyway. I just want her to go west at this junction. East, I mean. I can't say words. This seems like my best option, but it's not good enough. For multiple reasons. Like this. There we go. Okay. That seemed disproportionately difficult. Now I just push the last one into place. Why am I doing this from this end? This is way too far off. Should do it from here. This was really easy earlier. I don't know what I did differently. Alright, let's just put her there because I know that I can get it starting from there. That's it. Okay. What a room. Oh. I should probably wait and let the queens actually die, though. Oh. Also, apparently, have to be careful with what turn it is. There's a lot of weird caveats to this room, even beyond just solving it. Okay. Well, that occurred. What's to the west of there? Okay. I can choose to be disarmed if I want to for some reason. Oh. So I can't kill that if I do that. I can... I don't know, that pocket there looks really suspicious, but it seems to me like, oh, wait. Hang on. I should probably just be seen from a little farther back, yeah. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and hit this, and then I don't know what. Because I need to actually kill all of these guys somehow. Should I have aimed the sword one tile farther north? Maybe this is what we want? No, I'm gonna miss at least one of them doing that. Let's try facing diagonal instead. See if that helps. I hope I don't need the eye for something else. Oops. Okay. So, if I could get both of them to step down onto the hot tiles, then this would be good. But I don't think I can. Because they're just going to go back after the decoy. I can kill one more of them, just not both. Maybe I'm doing this backwards? And I should pull him down onto the hot tile and then let him decoy himself up again. No, I can't kill the... I don't think I can make any of them go north quickly enough to not get stuck on the hot tiles that way. I guess there's only one other option to try, which is facing this way with the decoy. Sorry. Don't know what I'm doing with my voice. So... This doesn't seem especially helpful either. Again, I'm still not able to kill one of them. I don't really see what options I have for killing the fourth guy. And it doesn't seem to really matter which way I face the decoy. Maybe I'm not supposed to use the decoy sword at all. Let's see. Nah, that can't be it. He's too far away if I do that. If I just face him north, this seems really unhelpful. Oh yeah, okay. Obviously that doesn't work. So I have to have a decoy facing west in that tile. I don't really see what I can do. Yep. And this is the last room of this level, which I don't seem to be able to solve. There is always one leftover rock golem. Always one shy. Is this gonna work? Maybe. If I could get that last one to go west, it would work. But I don't think I can do that. And by west, of course, I mean south, because I can't remember my direction where it's worth anything. Well, I don't know what to do here. It feels like there's not really that many things to try, and I've already tried all of them. Which probably means I've missed some very particular permutation of one of the things I've tried that works despite it otherwise not working. Actually, hang on. What am I doing? Look, I can kill one right here. And I can kill the last one on the decoy's sword after taking care of these two, probably. Alright. So I think he should be west in order to do that. Oh, no. He has to be northwest to do anything. So that's not it. Maybe I should try to kill a golem with the decoy a little sooner. So certainly my first step should be to do something like this. Oops. Then, if possible, I want to bring a guy in where he'll die to the decoy's sword. Like that. Then I can try to kill the other two. Yeah, that'll work. I don't know why I got stuck on that for so long, but I didn't think of standing on the door, I guess. Alright. So, let's see. Nostalgia by Mauve Butterfly. I might not do every single room in all the levels, but life was so simple back then, and full of spiders. Back in my day, we didn't have spider detection technology. You had to wait until the spiders moved, and then you could see them. Oh, I see. Do I? Oh, I don't think I can clear this room from this angle. Okay. Just need to re-enter, I suppose. Re-enter in a very specific way. Like this. This should work. Yeah. Clever. Alright. What does this sign say? Oh, same thing as before. Alright. I just stumbled into this room. So I think I want to keep that potion around to use as a wall for the last guy. I hope. That's not what I want. I want to bring everybody into the middle area. Would you guys quit pacing? Get over here. Hello. There we go. I don't have to be visible at all. Alright. Well, this looks like something. I have to get all the trapdoors? Wow. Okay. Let's just, maybe not go that way. There we go. Wait here. Yeah, true, but that doesn't happen to be the way I entered the room. I mean, if I felt it, if I start to feel like it's necessary, then I will, but... Oh, I just cut my exit. I probably need to have an exit. This is bad. So that's a bad place to shelter. Or at least a bad way to do it. I never really like having to clear all the trapdoors when there's tar on them. Personally, because I'm never really sure that I'm going to be able to get the tar into a destructible shape to where it will be possible to get the last of the trapdoors. Yeah, see? That's a problem. Maybe. So is this cuttable? I don't know. This sort of blob, I have no idea if it's cuttable until I experiment and try. Basically until I physically reduce it into something that I can cut, that I can check. Some known shape. Nope. That's not cuttable. Did I make it uncuttable at some point, or was it inherently so before I started? I don't know. Somehow, I guess I picked that up from somebody else. Well, it's cuttable in the sense of fully cuttable. Like, you can't just partially cut it, you want to cut the whole thing. I swear, this looks doable, but then when I reduce it, it doesn't anymore. I don't like this. This is one of my less favorite kind of rooms. I guess what I have an option of doing is not approaching the last eye until I am done cutting most of the tar, so that I have the option of just regrowing it if I don't like what it looks like, or if I can't finish it off. Let's try try that. It'll make this more of a pain, but also possibly more likely to be completable. Okay, that should be finishable. Yeah. Yeesh. Okay then. That happened. So, hey, I poked my head in this room like first. This is just a mess of eyes. Looks like that's what it is. And the goal is mostly just to not die to the eyes that wake up, I guess. I mean, I could put on... How have I already lost? I haven't died to any of these eyes. There's not really any way to coherently read this room. Even if I pushed F3, there would be so many lines I couldn't read them. I feel like if that's so, it maybe should have been more obvious. Besides which, I don't see how else I could have started the room besides walking in. So... I don't know, this looks pretty winnable so far. Yeah, I don't really know how I was supposed to have prevented that. This is how I pretty much need to start the room. I can't not go west here. I guess I'm supposed to magically see and recognize that one single important diagonal line. Okay. I mean, in that case, my strategy is just going to be to clear out the entire east side and deal with the west after going north. Or not. I really don't know what to do in that case. Because as soon as I walk in, I basically... I have to do... Yeah, I have to go west once I walk in. I don't have any other option. Because otherwise something will kill me. I have to go over here. Like, there's nowhere I can get away to before that eye would kill me. Okay then. This is just sort of annoying. What is that? I don't know what you mean, but okay. I solved the room the only way I saw possible, so... I guess we'll kill this roach. This snake, I mean, with the roach. Then go get the other snakes. Provided I can get this roach to cooperate a little bit. Well, yeah, I had to either go east or west at some point, so west wasn't working, which made east completely necessary. Now, let's see. Okay, the roach can't leave that box, so I have to push the button and get a new roach. Then I can just pull in... No? How can I put the roach in there from all the way over here? Ugh. Okay. I don't know what I'm supposed to do then. Because I can almost guarantee if I do that, that snake's gonna bonk into the trap randomly while I'm trying to do something else. Also, this happens. What? Maybe I should try to just make it shorter? That's probably still long enough for what I need it for. Okay, this is what the broken wall is officially for, I guess. Except that there's no way... Huh. How is this supposed to work, then? I can't pull him to the east, or else he'll just walk south. And I can't get to this point without already getting rid of the other roach. The snake can't help because the snake is just going to not ever walk on the force arrow. So I have no idea what this is supposed to work like. Am I supposed to be really close to the edge of the snake? That doesn't seem like it's gonna work, and it's not. How is this supposed to work? Because there's no way... There's no way. You can't make this roach go east. I can't get up there in time to make him go east. And there's no way to make him go east apart from being way up in the north. I don't know what this room wants me to do. Like, even if the snake weren't in the way, this isn't far enough ahead to get all the way to the north. Alright then. Kind of annoying. And I wait around so I can use them to kill the snake, I guess. I don't know why it is, but I tend to express forming ideas like before they're completely formed, when I'm still thinking that probably won't work. For whatever reason, that tends to come out as I can't do that. Like in the process of expressing that I want to achieve something, I find it difficult not to say it as, oh, I can't do so-and-so. Do I really need all of these guys? Don't I just need one goblin for everything? Can I kill any of them if they wind up stuck behind the arrows? Maybe not. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think that's plausible to try. So somehow or other I need to survive and kill 3 of these 4 before I get started actually luring them to the snakes, is my impression. They just will not stay in the box. I don't know what you mean. Mainly I don't know where and when you're referring to. This room is both too small and far too wide for killing goblins in. Especially when the only exit is the one place I don't want them going to. This seems to be the only option. Well, I don't know what to do, so I guess I'll just try pulling them all with me anyway. I mean, at the very least, I can trap 2 of them in these arrow traps. Well, I guess the goblin always has a space to run away. This is much easier anyway. Yeah, this is way easier. I don't know why I didn't try this first. Oh. Yeah, there's an exit here. Yeah, I remember seeing this on someone's stream. It does look like quite a pain. And what of this? Is this just a door puzzle? I think I should look at the other levels. Not that any of those rooms look particularly horrendous. I just want to move on. 8 rooms and a cactus by Disoriented. Layout by Dying Fleshman. Okay. Easier to the north, harder to the south. This is the cactus. You can take a look at it, no touching. Okay. The cactus. Welcome to the easy rooms. So, this is a disarm token. I need that dork out of the way. Can I make the Wraithwings just kill him? That would be nice. Okay. I guess they were someone's estimation of easier or harder. Guys, I need you to go kill the soldier, not stand around awkwardly doing nothing. Or I guess stand is the wrong word. Do Wraithwings float? Oops. Unfortunately, I don't have any internal sense of how Wraithwing work. to be able to force this to behave. There we go. That was probably more complicated than I needed it to be, but whatever. Alright. Empty. Can't go that way. Let's go over here. This has gentry and positions. So there's a lot going on in this room. What does this do? Okay, that makes Briar happen. Do I want Briar to happen? Because if I make Briar happen, then Briar can continue happening. That's probably not what I wanted out of that. Although what I did want out of that, I still don't know. I guess I want to get these guys out of here. Like that. I have half an inkling I probably want to bring one of those rock golems with me for some reason, but I'm not going to do it just yet. What does this do? So I want to hold that open, which means I could either try to bring the rock golem from the previous area along behind me and have him hold it down, or I could grow mud into before the 4 configuration. You know what I mean. So I'm just going to leave him there, and I can hopefully bring him in a little bit after I clear a little of the mud. Actually, hang on, is one of those... Oh, that's it. Okay. Didn't recognize trapdoors. So I don't have that option. Instead, I'm just supposed to make the mud grow nicely. Alright then. Oh wait, I don't want to do that. So what I kind of want is to be able to reach the corners and cut them right before it grows. This is almost what you want, right? Not really. So somehow or other I need to cut the edge from all 4 corners in a very quick amount of time. Yeah, I don't know. get around to most of them without running into trouble. This is a bit of a pain to try to arrange, to put it gently. Maybe, okay, if I corner cut from inside, that's actually going to work, probably. Yeah, there we go. Up, oh, okay. No moving diagonally for me. Can I, there we go. Yeah, I should be able to extract the powder keg, although I don't know what I need it for just yet. Okay. I don't know what the heck. So the goal is to hit this button and then make those guys die, I guess. Whatever. I'm given some objects I can bring along, and one of them might help somehow, I presume. I don't know why the trapdoor area is so gigantic. Well, I must be doing something wrong here, although what I don't know. Maybe I should start out going this way? No, that won't work. Unless I do this first. No. This. Maybe. Alright. Okay. What were the mirrors for? I don't know. But, that happened. I guess there might be a challenge involving taking the mirror instead of a powder keg. And trying to make the goblins die on the hot tiles or something. Let's see. What in the world? Alright, so... Oh. So what can happen is that the Mimic could be facing that way, and a west-facing decoy with a caber could maybe push the Mimic into position. And blow up the bomb? Is that all there is to this room? Well, okay. The Mimic shouldn't die, because the Mimic needs to go in and kill these. But... Can I turn a decoy using Ormites? Because I don't think I can. Nope. There's a mirror over on the east side whose purpose I don't know. This mirror exists. I don't think giving the Mimic a caber should make any difference to this. Now the problem is that whoever goes off the edge is gonna die regardless. But there's no way to not... There's no way for something facing orthogonally to take care of the bombs. And you're always going to hit both bombs, so even wielding a caber, anything that goes off... I mean, it doesn't even matter about the bombs, because whatever goes off the edge dies because it falls into a pit anyway. I don't think it's realistic to expect to cross this gap and just have the decoy hit this bomb, either. And I still don't see any purpose to this mirror. Unless it can help somehow with the Ormite problem, which seems really unlikely. I mean, it looks like the mirror is just there for symmetry, right? Maybe... I could do this with maybe time clones or just regular clones even, but I don't know if I can really do this with a Mimic. Doesn't seem possible. This is what I'm referring to as this is the idea of like pushing Beethro across the Ormites in such a way that he stays facing diagonally, I mean. But I don't think I can do that, can I? Nah, there's no way. I would need to be able to walk onto this tile facing diagonally, and then make a move, and then make a turning move that had the Mimic push Beethro in, but I don't think I can do that. There's no way a turning move can push Beethro inside, because those can only move Beethro diagonally, I think. Yeah, from the available positions. The mirror has no bearing on this situation, though. The mirror doesn't change the fact that I need to make a turn move to push Beethro. The mirror can't push Beethro. There's no way in which the mirror can help here that I'm aware of. Like, there's nothing about the mirror that's helpful. Yeah, I have no idea how I could ever expect that to do anything for me. Unless there's some magic interaction between mirrors and mimics that I'm not familiar with. This just does not seem particularly helpful. No matter what, the only way for the mimic to push orthogonally like that is if B-throw moves orthogonally, but if B-throw is moving orthogonally, then he's already ahead of where the mimic would push him. The mirror has absolutely no effect on this fact. The mirror does not allow me to do anything that I can't already do without it. I have no idea. Like, I can see that it's present, but its presence doesn't tell me anything. Yeah, I have no idea. What is this? Oh no, I think I saw this on someone's stream. I actually think I probably saw the solution to that room too, but I don't remember it. Even enough to have an idea of what I'm supposed to do there. What is this? Well, I can do that, but that's not very helpful. Well, I guess I can blow this up here. No, there is not enough time to get it all the way up there and use as a wall to kill one of those on or something. Okay. That's all there is to that. This looks like a pain. I kind of remember what it's like. I think this is enough for this hold, because I also wanted to look at another thing and another thing, so I believe I've looked at all the levels. Yeah. Apart from post-mastery, which of course I'm not going to be able to do. So, escort mission by Hyper-Me. A Smite Master's goal is to kill all the monsters, so when they find themselves in a place where they must delay such an action, they find it awfully unfair. Okay. Don't kill the monster. Some monsters really want to be killed. They get... Sorry. They get right up in your face, try to bite you, and generally make a nuisance of themselves. This makes the moments when you need to keep them alive that much more aggravating. Okay. I guess I need this guy at the end for some reason. Probably to push that button. There's no tar stuff mothers or anything. Why can't I just use... Is there a reason I can't just use a mud baby or something? Oh, because there's a hot tile. Okay. I'm supposed to destroy all the tar stuff with this jerk chasing me the whole time. Well, okay, first of all, I can at least get rid of that one. How do these doors reopen? Okay. So I don't have to worry about killing those guys until I'm done with the roach, is my understanding. I hope that's... Yeah, that's fine. No problem there. Alright. Not bad, once you get the start of it. Honestly, the very beginning with the mud was the worst for me. What do I need to do here? Why won't that come off? What are these for? Oh, probably I need that guy to break those. Okay. So this room appears to be mostly use the guard's sword to accomplish a bunch of things. Alright. I've made a room like this with, what, do I need him to step that way? Thought it would be enough to push him. I can swear it has been before in other rooms. Do I need to push this orb for some reason? No. Oh, there we go. I don't know why that didn't work the first time. I thought I did that. Oh, well. I guess I don't have to kill the roaches myself, necessarily. Or, rather, I don't have to make him kill the roaches. I don't know what I'm saying. Oh, I know what the difference is. I was trying to push him into bumping the mirror as opposed to pushing him to stab it. Duh. Of course one of those isn't going to work. But yes, I've made... TV Dinner has some small kind of Slayer versions of this idea. Slayers are actually much easier to manipulate into this kind of help when you have a nice stick to work with. Because Slayers really like to stand still, honestly. And they also... Well, admittedly, I also provide the player with some explosives in those rooms, so that's a bit of a different situation overall. Alright, so this is the real problematic part of the room. Because not only do I need to make him stab these awkward diagonally placed mirrors, yeah, but, well, in my case, it's Slayers with a different weapon, so it's not as difficult, because, you know, the Slayer always thinks he has a hook even when he doesn't most of the time. So there can be a lot of opportunities to do things that he wouldn't otherwise allow, because he thinks his quote-unquote hook is preventing you. So not only do I need to eventually get this guy to stab one of these mirrors, but I also have to keep him alive around an adder so he can stab it to death. Oh boy. I don't know if it's better to try to get from... I guess there's more space coming from the northeast and southwest. There, one down. Not even the one I really need right now, necessarily. I wonder if I should try to release the adder last and have it... Oh, I can't do that, never mind. Of course that was thought of. I was like, maybe I should try to have the adder take care of that tar stuff for me, at least some of it, but no. Not given that option. This is not the escort the adder room, this is escort the guard room. And we want to make sure that you do exactly that thing. At least we have soothing music, I guess, while we try to do some of the most frustrating things in the game. Alright, 2 down. There we go. Now I can just get him to stab the adder without getting eaten by it. That would be really good. There is a certain satisfaction in general to getting enemies in a game that are both trying to kill you to hurt each other. It's just that in this context, there's one of them I'm trying to protect, and it won't be protected. There we go. Okay, now for this. And there's not even any water to dunk the gel babies into, of course. I mean, unless I want to walk all the way back to the entrance of the room. There we go. Dude, could one of you not stop cooperate? Whatever. Could one of you cooperate for a second? Thank you. That's one less problem. This worked before. There we go. That should be doable, right? I think at this point I can just cut the up here and the over there. I think this double heart shape is good. If I can make him cut something else. Finally. Now I just have a bajillion tar babies to deal with. By which I mean gel babies, you know. I do have all this space to lure them through if I need to. So that's good. Thank you. Maybe I can get away with not having to do that for all 4 of them. That would be nice. Yeah, this is a better situation. Alright, now I just need him to be facing northwest in a position where I can move him freely. There we go. This might be a bad place to flee to. Is cutting that one last the bad decision? I really don't know. Okay, that's a little better. Yeah, okay. Yeesh. Okay, I just need you to go destroy that seeding beacon for me. Thank you. And by destroy, I mean touch lightly with your sword. Which does destroy most things, so I don't know. Oof. Oh, let me guess. I keep that gel baby around. Oof. This is a fun concept. It's just very exhausting room by room. Let me say that in a non-stroke speech. It's just kind of exhausting on a room by room basis. Every room is a really long escort mission and not just a brief one. What is this? Do I need the adder here? Maybe. Oh, dude, come on. The placement of these suggests I might need the roach alive, but I'm gonna really hope that I'm actually supposed to have the adder eat him and be a single tile longer or something. I mean, I'm not really clear. Yeah, this looks to me like very much a grow the adder to a certain length room. This is a really inconveniently shaped area to begin with. Maybe I should carry the adder into this room first, where I have a little more maneuverability. Will you please just eat the roach? There we go. Okay. Now I need to make him eat every one of these eyes, I guess, without stabbing him any ever. Oh, come on, dude. Don't do that. Okay, that's good enough, right? I feel like I might be cheating that mechanism a bit, but I'm okay with that. Like, I'm pretty sure the idea with these mechanisms is that you're supposed to have the adder on both the buttons, and then wake the eye because the eye is in a different place. That's kind of a pain to arrange to begin with. There we go. Oh, come on. Dude, don't do that. Okay. Now, bring the eye out when it's convenient. Or not. I guess that wasn't as convenient as I was hoping it would be. Please go back to the east. No, not through there. No, go north here. What are you doing? Eat the eye. Why won't you eat it? This is a massive pain. Please eat the eye. Not like that. Don't go through the arrows. I don't know why I chose this room out of all the rooms I looked at to continue this hold on, because this is pure snake manipulation nonsense, which I am no good at all. I cannot ever make a snake just do what I want it to do. Like, unless the room is very specifically designed to make that easy. And here I'm trying to manipulate a snake and something else at the same time, which becomes functionally impossible half the time. Thank you. Gosh. Okay. Now I have to have him eat this, I guess. Or do I? No. He can't eat the mud, so I guess he was just supposed to eat all the mud babies. Thank goodness there's no ambiguity with that. I'd be really annoyed if it turned out I was supposed to have had him eat the tar stuff itself. Okay, there, that'll do. Now what is this? Looks to me like I just need to push the 4 buttons in turn. And it shouldn't matter whether B-throw pushes them or the adder pushes them. Or not so much in turn as 2 at a time, but Same idea. Alright, now I just need to... Oops. There we go. You please tell me you're long enough. Okay. Okay. The last part wasn't so bad. It was just that horrendous part with the eyes that was terrible. Ugh. This feels like the sort of hold where I should consider completing 3 rooms an accomplishment. Oof. I'd like to relax a little bit. This is fun, but very draining, I guess. I'm going to go do the next one in R, I think. Go start the next one in R. Roachfest V1.00 by Nero Z. 2 levels full of roach crushing. Level 1. I mean, I don't know that this will be particularly relaxing or anything, but I just get the impression from the first room, from looking at the first room, that it probably won't be as frustrating as what I was just doing. Or not even necessarily frustrating, but just kind of difficult. This looks like it should be a bit easier. Although, of course, this could just be fooling me, but anyway. Yeah, this is just a... Hi, spider. I'm surprised not every pocket here has a spider in it, but I guess that would have ruined the surprise. Ah, spider here. Spider there? Nope. It's like, here's a bunch of broken walls I built for reasons. Have fun. Hooray for holding plus. Probably don't want to face that way entering this room. There we go. Okay. Giant row of roaches. I'll just retreat to here and be fine. Okay then. It's a V-ish shape. Are they brained? They are, okay. I was like, they're moving really strangely if they're not brained. But at first I didn't see the brain because the way the room looks draws your focus far away from that corner the brain happens to be in. Or at least it draws my eye far off. Hey, this isn't roaches, this is mud babies. That's a totally different concept, right? And then we have to step back to open the blue door. Alright. The second part. Poetry. Are we doing this? I guess we're doing this. Alright. Sure. Why not? Does this lead to the brain? Figure it out before I traverse it completely. No, it doesn't. I needed to go the other way. Or one of the other ways, anyway. Ah, this is hard to read. Someone should build a miniature version of that room, but put a stalwart in the center. See if he can survive. And have Beethro just watch him. Or have Beethro go do something else while the stalwart does that. It could be a really creative timer, I guess, if you made it so that the stalwart died after a certain number of roaches or something. I mean, if you made it so that, you know, after a while there would be a combination of roaches the stalwart couldn't handle. And Beethro needed to go rescue him or something. Like close a door for him or something. I don't know. I found a secret room. I didn't really comment on that. This shelter should be fine. Or not. This is actually something you could call a room. It's Wubba sheltering, but like it's not terribly complicated, but it is a Wubba sheltering kind of thing. Not where you're sheltering Wubbas, but where you're using Wubbas as shelter. Oh no, we can't have that. You're running away. Oh, that's weird. I haven't seen any issues here. I could be wrong, but I didn't see any. I don't have any dropped frames. Let's just scatter ortho squares randomly and hope it makes something meaningful. That's what I'm seeing from this room, if I'm being honest. Okay, there's a room over here. We just walk all the way to the corner and push a button. And then I can probably just do this. And then do this. Yep. Simple enough. Similar to the previous room where we just threw ortho squares around at random and hoped that it made something meaningful, here we throw not only ortho squares but also arrows, and make the roaches brains so that they have no idea what they're doing. Thanks to the ortho squares and arrows. I guess at least the queens are being made to spawn an awful lot this way. There we go. Didn't want to have too many queens to chase after once I was rid of the brain. Has anyone ever made a hold or a level or a concept for a hold called the Pinky and the Brain, because it seems like that would be a cool thing potentially. Oh man, rock golems in the secret room, and a brained goblin too. Getting fancy. Here we go, a nice narrow passage to kill things in. Just what I needed. Okay, there's clearly another secret exit this way. Secret exit, is that the right words? It's more Mario terminology, I guess, technically. The Wubbas say hello. Maybe unbraining everything would be beneficial to finishing off the golems. They're kind of stuck in Wubbas at this point. How do I unstick? Maybe make a long line would help. Yeah, this seems to be working. Yeah, alright. '72nd place. Someone has done that much faster. I'm not surprised. Well done, you have finished the hold. What more can I say? Okay. Well, I guess I didn't master it, though. Wonder where else there could have been secret rooms? Maybe there was a whole bunch of them forming up a 3x3 up here? Given that I found... Why does this say 1 of 2? Wasn't this a secret room? Alright, well I guess there's one more secret in part 1 and one more secret in part 2. I don't know where. It's 402. I think I would probably be best served not continuing to another hold after everything I've done so far. It's fine. So, thank you for watching. I should be back next week for the same stuff as this week. As far as I know, there's no problem with that. I guess there's not a whole lot of room for there to be conflict at this point. But anyway, farewell for now, and I'll see you later.